Alright, hello, this is my audience, and she's gonna film it for me. Okay. Hello everyone, my name is Corey Reeder, and today we're going to talk about the importance of surviving the zombie apocalypse. It is a very serious issue, so we're just going to dive right in. In the event of any emergency, I believe it's important or crucial to have a plan. You know, like you want to be able to prepare and be able to act during any impending disaster. So, in the event of the zombie apocalypse, it is essential to know the ways to protect oneself using important steps that I've laid out for you. Just 3 simple things that'll help you remember, kind of like a drill, in a timely manner, so that you can get it down immediately. Okay. So, in the modern world, science has continually become increased and dangerous, if you will, and it's led on to the fact that zombies may become a more and more likely scenario. So, as a college student, speaking to other college students, through there, not through here, I laid out a little preparedness key for everyone so that they know what to do in case of the impending attack. Okay. So, I will now introduce you to the general drill in which we will be pounding into you today, which follows these 3 main steps of preparedness, starting with the first essential step of acquiring a shelter. Shelter is key, and with this shelter, you need to, starting with knowing your types of zombies, because if you don't know your enemy, how are you going to prepare for them? So they have walkers and runners, and so if you're preparing for running zombies, anything with narrow hallways, you know, one-on-one attack is a lot better than a bunch of zombies getting at you at once. Skyscrapers are great. Mobile shelter is excellent, such as an RV, if anyone watches The Walking Dead. Perfect example. Climate appropriate shelters. You want to have something that is cold, actually. You might not like the cold, but cold is really effective against zombies. You know, they freeze, like you do. And warm is bad for you. I know, like, you're thinking, like, tropical, like, apocalypse, like, living, like, nice thing. Not at all true. The warm will keep the zombies alive longer. That's not helpful for anybody. And so, good for zombies, bad for you. Okay, and familiarity. Familiarity with your surroundings is key because you want to know your dangers that are around. And the more you know about your surroundings, the more you know your dangers. So, pick a shelter that is away from the worst of the outbreak. You don't want to be at the spot, but you want to be able to get there quickly, and that's the second thing. Timeliness, if you need to get there in a hurry, you can get there maybe within 30 minutes. And so, like in Colorado, a great example is the mountains. You can get there within 30 minutes, and if you know how to hunt or fish or hide, you're pretty much set for a good long while. And just as finding a shelter is useful for surviving the apocalypse, so is storing food. And people tend to forget this. They kind of get caught up on weapons and shelter, but they kind of forget about food. And the food is key to surviving. Who knew? So there's 3 main things about food. You need to learn how to store your food effectively. You want lightweight and easy to carry food in case you need to get going. Like maybe put it in containers and you can throw it in your car and just leave. And don't let anyone else know that you're storing food in case of the apocalypse, which everyone might be joking at right now. But if it does happen, they're going to come to you first and they're going to take all your food. So avoid pesky intruders. The importance of knowing what food to store is key as well. You want high nutritional value. You don't want to get any sort of diseases or anything like that. And you want non-perishables. You don't want to store a whole bunch of fruit that will be bad by the time you're ready to go. That will not be helpful at all. And lastly, water. Not a lot of people think about water. Water is very important. A lot of bottled water or jugs of water is good, but essential is a rain catcher or sort of water purification because you're going to run out of clean water pretty quick. Remember, your physical well-being is important to your mental is important, but your mental well-being is just as important and can impact your ability to fight off these impending zombie invaders. So, last step you need to do is keep calm and carry on. It sounds simple, but it's so true. You need to be able to keep calm as the panic on the enemy increases. And take this time before the apocalypse to learn and make connections. You want to make connections. The more friends you have, the more zombie fighter team people you have as well. It's great. And don't let the little things get to you. Keeps you healthy, and you practice for staying calm when the zombies do arise. Now, carry on with your life while you still have it. Now is the time to learn a useful skill like hunting, fishing, explosions, anything, to keep yourself fit and help you have something to do after the apocalypse. And just enjoy life. Be happy while you have the chance to be happy. Okay, the details of this drill are so incredibly important that I find it completely necessary to embed into you again. And so, much as the kindergartners know exactly what to do during the fire drill, I want you guys to be exactly knowing what to do in the case of the apocalypse. So, again, preparedness before the zombies come is key, and it comes in 3 steps. Don't be like the brainless zombies when picking a shelter. Have something safe, secure, and ready available. Don't get caught up in the zombie shelter shenanigans and forget about food. Food is key to survival. And but seriously, keep on carrying on with your lives. It'll be very essential to surviving stress-free. And everyone wants to live and protect those around them. So that's why I made these 3 steps. And hopefully you guys now know that together is the only way to survive. Thank you very much. That's all.